I'll get on camera.
All right, so yeah, we're live. Let me just get the link on the page.
Put it up.
Put it up. Everybody's gonna see this playback. Oh, it's all good though. It's still great.
Okay.
Boom.
We're just there chilling, representing.
Hope I spelt everything properly.
Well, I hope so too.
Stefan, I just. Okay, so what am I doing? It's all good though. It's still great. Okay. Boom.
And this way.
Hope I spelt everything properly.
Well, I hope so too.
Stefan, I just. It's all good though. It's still great. Okay.
And this way.
Hope I spelled everything properly. And I just. What's going on? Okay, wait. All right. Everything properly. And we're okay, wait. Tune in for what?
Even before the link goes.
They can look at it right now. I mean, anybody has to look at it right now, but nobody else has to look. What I would do is shut that off.
Yeah.
And then one more thing.
Okay, great suspense.
All right. Web. We get that. I mean, we're a few minutes late.
I mean, we're not late. We were already.
All right.
Technically.
So also look at the Facebook page too for Q&A from the comments.
Technically, yeah.
Okay, I've received some questions.
Wait, hold on a second. We're gonna. Oh, previously? Okay, good. Hold on those before we start. And then let me just send this link to Mike just in case.
Okay.
No, I'm here.
Who's that? Oh, Mike, what up, kid?
Mike.
What up,
Yo, what's good, brother? This is still weird to us.
It's all good.
All right, cool.
So what are we streaming
All right,
live here?
Yeah, we're streaming live.
We are.
We're
right.
live streaming right now, and it should be on the event page, at the Shift the Culture page.
Cool,
We got
cool.
Yeah. All right. You got one of you. Well, I think that may be us on Mike. I don't know.
It said 0 before though.
Okay, cool.
It might be Mike. Though.
It might be. It may be.
I don't know.
We can just
but
talk to
yeah.
each other. It's cool.
Yeah, I think we got kicked
That's
off.
all.
I think I gave an invite to Jonathan. So
Okay.
he'll probably chime in whenever. Did you get the invite link through your email?
I just opened the Hangouts app, but I saw you send me the link.
Okay, cool. So you probably would have got it then.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll just kick off. Hello, everybody out there who may be watching us right now. My
What's
name
up,
is
everybody?
Miller. You have Stefan Delvo, and then you have Mike LaPlante on the call as well.
What's up, guys?
Mike has been a part of, as with me, competitions like Startup Week in Tampa back in time, and he's also organized and facilitated a lot of these competitions, and he's actually going to fly down and help us with this event as well.
Awesome.
We also have someone else, Jonathan Kelly, who may join us on the call later, and I guess we'll just kick it off. So I'd like to thank everybody who is watching this right now or will watch this later. We're just going to talk about Startup Week in Nassau, what it is, how it works, and then all the bolts and mechanics in it.
Sounds good.
So like I said, I'm Travis. I am a co-founder of a group called Shift the Culture, which is a group organized here in Nassau that is for Bahamian creatives and entrepreneurs who want to get together and just do creative stuff, collaborate on our projects, and really build up the creative community. And I've been in creative communities before with Mike LaPlante itself, and we're just kind of trying to do the same thing here because it's needed. We need entrepreneurs, we need startups to happen to do these things.
Build that startup community.
Right, and that's the main thing why competitions like Startup Week in Nassau are so important, because they help educate and kind of push the whole entrepreneurship thing forward. So a little bit about what Startup Weekend is. Startup Weekend is a 54-hour competition where designers, developers, marketers, business dev, people all get together for 54 hours, one weekend, and then they work on a project that weekend, which it eventually turns into their startup, and then that startup blows up into something potentially big at the end of the weekend. So Friday and Saturday, Friday they kick off working on their project. Saturday they work on it all day, and then by Sunday they end up pitching and presenting their ideas to everybody.
So it's literally the whole weekend then.
Right, it's literally the whole weekend.
Straight throughout.
Well, not
including
even
nights.
yeah, not even the whole. It's like 54 hours.
Well,
like
basically.
you might sleep a little bit, but you know,
Probably not.
probably not.
No sleep.
But we're excited to. I've been in about 2 or 3 of these myself. I'm super excited to have the opportunity to bring it in Nassau in collaboration with a lot of our sponsors. And our sponsors are the IDB, TechStars, which is a huge help. Then we have Compete Caribbean, who also helped us with the event. Shift the Culture, of course. Who else? We got
Global Shapers.
Global Shapers, Nassau, who's also a big part of this.
UN Global Shapers.
And then also Startup Bahamas.
WF Global Shapers.
WF Global Shapers, is that it?
WF.
Okay. And then
Apologies.
and then also Startup Bahamas, who's also going to help mentor and coach the teams. So that's kind of our sponsor for the event. We can't thank you enough for helping us put on this event. And where is this event going to be? This event is going to be at the National Art Gallery of the Bahamas.
NAGB.
Yes, very beautiful venue. We're lucky to get the opportunity to have the competition at this event. And the date of the event is this weekend, January 29th to 31st. The pitches kick off around 6, where everybody gets to meet each other and then talk about ideas.
On teams, all that good stuff.
Yeah. What else we talk about? Where you gotta?
Just the fact that it's going to be team forming, pitch, all that's on Friday.
Right.
Saturday is just work straight up, working the whole day, making sure we'll have a section for our coaches to come in, talk to the teams, help them out with whatever they need, and then Sunday, end of the day, is pitches.
Right. Cool.
Presentations, that's about it.
We also have a list of questions people wanted to access to, and we'll kind of pitch a few of those in and out of the show as we go on. Mike, hailing from Tampa, I don't know if you want to chime in, talk a little bit about who you are, what you do, your experiences with Startup Weekend, and how are we going to do this?
Sure, yeah. I'm Mike LaPlante. I'm hailing from Tampa, Florida. Like Travis, I've participated in a ton of these, probably 12 or 13 different either startup weekends or startup type events. I've facilitated probably over 30 of these events now. So you'll see a lot of cool things that happen throughout the weekend. For a living, I actually work in cyber intelligence and security type of stuff, so I do a lot of cool stuff there. So I bring an interesting perspective. But it's always cool to see, you know, when I come to, you know, a bunch of different cities or country and help facilitate with these events, all the different ideas that you guys come up with, and, you know, how I can help you guys, how we can work with your mentors and team you guys up. I mean, I'm willing to be, you know, digging in the trenches with you guys. If you're up till 3 in the morning, I'll be there with you guys till 3 in the morning, you know, doing whatever you need. You know, I'm here to help you guys as much as I'm here to, you know, make your lives fun. You know, it's
right. And that's not to scare anybody. That's just a reality that you may be up that late working on your projects. We all done it before, and we've all learned a lot from those different things.
Yeah, and you know, I say it now, and you're probably looking at me, you're like, man, this guy's crazy up till 3 in the morning. But once you get down there and doing it, and you're having a good time, you know, everybody just, you know, you kind of hang out, and you don't know where the time goes, and that's kind of how it works.
Right. It does go fast though. It's like you feel like 54 hours is a long time, but then you realize the amount of stuff that you have to get done or what judges are looking for. It really moves pretty fast.
Yeah.
Basically build a star from scratch. So
yeah,
in a weekend.
Any questions came in so far, Natalie? We have our good friend Natalie working the Twitter feed and answering the emails for any Q&A. Is anything going on?
Is there an age limitation for teams?
Oh.
All right. So the question was, is there an age limitation for the teams? No. The team ages vary dramatically. You might have people young as 17, 18, and you might have some people as old as 50 or 60. And what the key thing about that is no ideas don't have an age, and people probably been wanting to execute their ideas for a while or just didn't know how to get it out. But events like these give people the opportunity to test these ideas out in a way that they never done before. First of all, they get to test our ideas literally in a weekend with a team of people willing to execute that idea. If that idea gets, you know, chosen by like.
How does the voting work?
So how it initially works is that when you get there, we'll have like an icebreaker, and then everybody gets to vote on your idea, and I guess people kind of vote with their feet on what the ideas they like the best. Gotcha. And then they pitch their idea first, and then they vote on the ideas they like best, and then from there the final ideas are selected, and then people split off into those teams. Anything I missed, Matt, on that?
No, that's pretty much how it goes. We'll do some icebreakers that night, to get everybody, kind of talking to each other, so it's not, hiding in corners and that kind of stuff. But you pretty much hit it nail on the head. For the first couple hours, it'll be networking, pitching ideas, and I'll do a good job of, I can usually find those people that are out there in attendance that have an idea that are too shy to get up there. So I'll make sure I pull you up and get out there, even if I got to pitch your idea for you, we'll make it happen.
Right. Yeah. So, and that's the thing. So you have people willing to help you pitch your idea. So it's going to be scary at first, but you realize you get a lot of support. And that's kind of where the community building comes in with that as well. I know another initial question people ask is like what to bring. Like, do they have to bring anything? Ideally, yes, but not a lot. I mean, ideally for people to be efficient to work on your teams, everybody brings like a laptop or some type of technology that they go work on for the weekend. Ideally, everybody should bring a laptop. But on long terms of that, if you want to bring like power strips or extra cue cards or sticky notes, we'll also have sticky notes, cue cards, and whiteboards available. But it also helps to bring your own things if you kind of want your own material you want to work with. Yeah, that's that. Awesome. Any questions?
What's the venue?
The venue, like we said, the venue is the National Art Gallery Bahamas. It's pretty big. I think how much square feet is it? It's it's a huge venue. We have the whole, well, not the whole. They have some gallery space in there, but we have access to the top and the bottom layers.
Right.
And then we'll have tables and chairs around the whole property, kicking off from inside and outside, and then Saturday. And then on Sunday, the final pitch presentation will happen. If the weather permits, outside by the board. If the weather's kind of funky, then we'll just be inside in the thing.
And there are alternative arrangements.
So, and also, we're at the gallery. We have access to the gallery for most of the night. For 24-hour access, we usually have another place that we will go to called Theory Exchange, which is kind of a small local co-working space that will also try to work if they want to work past 12 o'clock or, as long as you have hours in the night for it. Any other questions?
What are some of the prizes?
Some of the prizes. So usually for every startup weekend, the prizes vary, but I think we got a good batch of prizes that we want to give the teams for winning. Still working on some, but some of the main prizes that we want to do for the winner and runner-up, we want to give them an opportunity to continue building that idea. So we're working with one of our sponsors, Startup Bahamas, to help the team get their business license up to date, help get logos, business cards. That's a part of it. The winner, especially, their team will get a free month working in Theory Exchange to help build their idea in the co-working space. Yep. And then the IDB is graciously giving us an opportunity for the winning team to also be a part of a global startup or global reach competition to help continue building the idea on a bigger scale than the Startup Week in Nassau. So those are some of the cool things that they'll get.
Awesome. And the important thing is that whether you win, come second, third, whatever, no matter what team you are, you can continue the idea if you want to, if you the team want to. It's your business at the end of the day.
Right. So like I said, like what Stefan said, your idea doesn't have to stop at the weekend, and it rarely does. People actually, throughout the weekend, when they get their validation and they feel pretty good about their idea, that's how you get these ideas to turn into startups that turn into businesses, because people choose to move forward with it. So either the team could grow, it could shrink a little bit, but the key thing is that idea could continue after the weekend. Mike, is there anything we're missing or you want to throw in terms of tips and tricks?
No, I mean, I got a question I'll throw at you, see if you can answer it. So I've got an idea I've been working on. I've formed a corporation already. Is that something I can bring to Startup Weekend and participate, or is that something I need to shelve?
So here's the thing in the past. I mean, the short answer is no. So that's kind of the closest thing to cheating. Obviously, throughout the weekends that we've done, you could kind of tell what ideas have been clearly worked on with a group for a while. So you can kind of smell which ideas have been worked on or how they're fully developed. And it's a great idea if you have your idea built. That's perfect. But what Startup Weekend entails is that it's building an idea from scratch that weekend and meeting new people to work on that idea.
Don't come with something you've already worked on for 6 months.
Right. I mean, but if you have this idea in your head and hasn't really been developed, then come and work on your idea and find people to build on it with. We'll know for sure. A lot of facilitators and mentors have been there to know to tell an idea has been worked on for a while.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, Mike.
No, not a problem. I got
Pretty good
another
idea.
one. I got another one for you too. If there's no more other
Yeah.
questions right now. So if I got along those same lines, if I have, me and 3 of my friends and we just want to come and, we don't have an idea, is that cool? Can we come in with a team already? Or do we gotta, organically form and pretend we don't know each other before we get on the team?
No, I mean, if you have a team, I think kind of like what I've done, I've met people who heard about the weekend and they wanted to come together and work on an idea, but they didn't know what they want to work on. They had an inkling, but they technically didn't have a startup or anything like that. And most cases are not. Those group or teams of friends might actually work on someone else's startup for the idea. So there's no problem coming as a group.
Right.
Just make sure your idea is that starting from scratch or is authentic enough to work on it for the weekend. Yeah. Any questions from the?
Yeah. What is the cost, and can you register on the day?
Yes. So the cost for the event for registration fees, and we already had pre-registration.
Right.
We already have 35 people, around 34 or 35 people pre-registered.
The site's still up, so you can go to it whenever.
Right. You can come to the main registration happens at the event, so you can still pre-register to get ahead of time, especially like to nail down your shirt or any other details. But you register at the event, and the registration fee is $45 per person. $35 if you're a college student and you have a valid ID.
And what does that cover?
Oh, so that covers food and drinks for the duration of
The whole weekend.
The whole weekend. Your T-shirt, which they call swag, and we'll try to get more stuff in there as well for the weekend. Yeah.
But it's it's good quality for $45 isn't that much.
Right.
So,
Yeah, awesome.
anything else?
Not.
What if you want to leave at midnight and return at 8 in the morning?
You could. I mean, like I
that's
said,
completely
we don't want. The question was, what if you want to leave at midnight and then return in the morning? That's fine. Especially if it's your idea, you're free to do whatever you want to do.
It's completely open. You can enter, exit. I mean, you might get backlash from your team if they want to stay and you leave.
Your team might be like, what's going on? Because ideally, more times than not, you're gonna want to stay and work on your idea with your team as long as possible. What the trend has been, especially if it's your idea, you wanna work on it as long as possible. Even if it isn't your idea, you just want to get ahead of the teams because you got to think you're competing against other people that want to pitch at the end of this competition, and other people will be putting in that effort and that sweat throughout the entire weekend. So, I mean, it's not advised, but we can't really hold it against you if you want to, get a good night's rest. Some people won't be getting a good night's rest for the weekend.
Naps are key.
Naps are key, though. Yes, we do advise for naps. If you want to take a 2 or 3 hour nap, take a 2 or 3 hour nap. Like 8 hours, that's probably unrealistic. But you can do what you want to do. We're not anybody's parents.
And there will be coffee. So
there will be coffee. Yes, there will be coffee.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And for the general public, on Sunday, they are able to.
Right. Oh, yeah. Okay. So like what we usually do before, so Friday is usually kind of semi-open to the public where everybody kind of tests the waters to see what teams are formed, but it's really not. It's really not meant for the general public in terms. The main thing for Friday is this is where people meet to form teams and they work on it on Saturday. However, Sunday is open to the general public to view the final pitches and presentations for all the teams. So it's going to be open to the general public. We'll have enough chairs and seats for you to root your team if it's your kid or your friend who is building on the idea. It's open for the general public, and the pitch presentations for the general public is open on January 31st, and it starts at 5 p.m. at the National Art Gallery of the Bahamas. Yeah. Anything else?
Awesome.
Cool. I think we touched on what happens next, because it's really up to, after your idea has been built, it's really up to you to keep it going if you wanted to turn into something. What we hope to see is a lot of great businesses come out of this. And it's something that we've never done before in the Bahamas. It's the first time something like this has happened, and it's fairly new. Yeah. But we have high hopes that a lot of ideas that people have been keeping, in their head will come to fruition.
Let them out.
And in a way that's never been done before on that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because the point of the whole thing is to actually get people to experience what it is to make a startup from scratch.
Right.
So getting that experience alone is definitely worth it.
Yep. Anything else? I think And then you wrapped up anything. Mike, I think that's it, brother. But any final words or thoughts on thinking about it? Any tips that you want people to do before?
No, I mean, if you're on the fence about it, definitely come out. You know, even if you just come out, like you said, on Friday night, you know, kind of test the waters and feel it out. You know, more times than not, you're gonna want to stick it out. And you know, it's as cliche as it sounds, it's a life-changing event. You know, and you're gonna make friends that you're gonna have forever. I mean, that's how I met Travis, was at an event like this, and we've been friends.
That's literally how I met Mike. It started
5 years now. 5 years.
5 years, dog. Yeah,
Wow.
crazy.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, we're friends for life now, so it's just one of those things.
Yes, sir, brother.
Networking, man.
All right, I think that's about it. But finally, we'd like to just urge everybody to come out. Tweet the hashtag SW Nassau for updates and events. We'll be rolling for that the whole weekend. You
Facebook, Twitter.
Facebook,
Twitter
Twitter,
page is SW Nassau.
all that. We'll be reposting and tweeting our Facebook event for people to get involved too. Please show up at the event January 29th to 31st. We'll be out there at the National Art Gallery of Bahamas. You can register there, $45.
Yeah.
We'll be kicking off at 6.
35 for college students.
35 for college students for sure. Just bring your ID just to make a case. Not your old ID, your up-to-date ID.
Correct.
And then we'll see you out. And then Mike will be flying in Friday too, so you'll see Mike out there as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm ready.
We'd like to thank everybody once again for having this opportunity. We urge everybody to come up with another shout out to our sponsors: IDB, Compete Caribbean, Global Shapers, Nassau, Startup Bahamas, National Art Gallery of the Bahamas is a huge sponsor because you know they're letting us use such a beautiful venue. And then thank you for the support and love for the Shift the Culture crew that allow us to push this event forward. And that's it. And thank you everybody out there. We'll see you. Peace. All right, Mike.
Later on.
See you Friday.
Yep, see you Friday.